Thanks for joining us today on this adventure in real estate. Really appreciate you being with us, and we've got, another pretty face is going to join us here today.
Thank you. Thanks.
We've got Ms. Melissa Hudson, who's a client care coordinator with the Kingery Team there at Mountain to Lake, and appreciate you being with us.
Well,
Ms.
thanks
Melissa.
for having me. Appreciate being here. Yeah.
So as we've done with others, we've kind of done a little interview. So
Okay.
what would you want all of our viewers out here to tell us a little bit about yourself? What do you want us to know?
Well, I guess the biggest thing is I'm new to Virginia. I moved here June the 1st this year. So I came from Kentucky. I'm born and raised in Kentucky. I left my kids in Kentucky and a home in Kentucky, but came to Virginia. My husband got a job with the Valley Star Credit Union.
Okay.
And happened upon a house that Billy Kingery answered a phone call from us. We were a little lost out in the county looking for a home. And he directed us right directly in front of the house that we ended up buying. So that's how I ended up here. And but I've been here since June the 1st, and I'm in a brand new neighborhood, just now getting some neighbors, which is good because it's a little, it's a little intimidating, moving someplace new, not know anybody. But so far so good. It was Rocky Mount's a lot like where we came from. It's a little smaller. We're from a little town called Versailles, Kentucky. I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky, which, just to put it kind of in reference, Lexington's about 3 times the size of Roanoke.
Okay.
So big town, but have raised my children in this little town called Versailles. We're known for having a castle. A real castle was built there.
So it's not Versailles.
It should be.
But it's Versailles.
But it's Versailles.
Okay, all right.
Same, there's also in Athens in Kentucky. That's actually where Brad and I were married, and they call it Athens.
Okay.
So yeah, even though it looks like Versailles, it is if you go there and call it Versailles, people will go, they're not from here. So same way with Louisville. If you don't say Louisville correctly, people will go, oh, they're from out of town.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
But so anyway, we're here. We're Virginians now, and so far so good. Like it here.
Well, we're glad that you were here.
Thank you.
Back up just a minute there. You mentioned Brad and Kentucky, but
Yeah.
you also mentioned the kids. You kind of skipped over them real quick. Tell us a little bit about your children.
Yeah, I have 2 boys. JB is my older son. He is a high school teacher. He's actually teaching at the high school that he went to, and he teaches both civics and military history. He was a double major in college, history and social studies, so he can teach a lot of different things, but he's actually teaching in his old high school, which is his dream job, just 3 miles from our house. Couldn't get any better. And then Colin, my younger son, is a senior at Northern Kentucky University, which is right outside of Cincinnati, and he is majoring in electronic media and broadcast. And he also has a film study and entrepreneurial minor. And
wow.
He's had a podcast, and he's the president of the Norse Film Society Club, I think it's Society. And he never met a stranger, that kid. So, and you have one like that too.
That's right.
Our kids are very similar personality-wise. Birth order has a lot to do with it. So they're in Kentucky, and I'm in Virginia.
Okay. So tell us a little bit what some folks may be wondering. We mentioned you're client care coordinator for the Kingery Team. Tell us a little bit about what your day consists of. Is it the same every day?
It is. It starts the same every day. We'll put it that way. With my helper, the person who basically runs kind of the Mountain to Lake, which is Autumn. She kind of gets me set up with what are called leads. And those come in from several different places, I believe Zillow and Realtor.com, and there's a whole bunch of places they come. And it is my job to grab those and put them into a bigger database and a smaller database for you. And so that's usually how I start every day. And then it kind of differs. I'm just doing new things, like we're doing house anniversary cards right now, so we're doing that. And I have been getting you all caught up on your closings.
Yeah.
All that information has been fed into a bigger place, or a more centralized place. And so we've had to go back a little bit because y'all are so busy. And you're just kind of get caught up. So, yeah. But I don't have a real estate background. So I come from a dental background. So I'm learning. Yeah.
Well, the whole office has benefited from you being there, because I think everybody's got whiter teeth now.
Everybody's got my little bit of knowledge, a little orthodontic help and information. No, but I was a dental lab technician for 31 years. I made dentures and partials and implants and bite guards. And then when I left doing that, I went to work for my local dentist, who was my dentist, and ran her office for about 5 years.
Sure.
So, and then somebody called me from Virginia, said, "Hey, you want to come work here?" I said, "Can I move there first? I just get there." So.
Well, we are truly blessed to have you with us. And,
thank you. I've enjoyed it. Yeah.
You've been a big help to us, and we certainly do appreciate you joining us. And we talked a little bit just briefly about Brad. We talked a little bit about your children and what you do. But you also have, you moved to Virginia, but you brought some babies with you, didn't you?
I brought my fur babies with me. We have 2 rescues. They are our, I think, 5th and 6th dog that we've rescued. They are teacup poodles. Steve has met them. They're very tiny. When we got them, they were 4 and 5 years old and 4 and 5 pounds. And Coco, who is the older one, little boy, he has gained a little bit of weight. But they're now 11 and 12 years old, and they're little chocolate drops, is what the rescue lady called them. And they're, having animals, clearly when you're alone in a new city, it's been very helpful, because I talk to them clearly a lot, because when they're not around, they're at the groomer or something, I'm talking to myself a lot. But no, we've done rescue for years, sure. Poodles, and we've had a Chihuahua and a Jack Russell, and so we're on 2 poodles right now, and they're the babies that don't talk back.
The rulers of the house.
Happy, they kind of are, Brad says his pecking order, he's way down below the poodles somewhere, so.
Well.
He might be right.
We appreciate you joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Melissa, and appreciate you being a part of the Kingery team and helping us, keeping us straight.
It's been fun. I have learned a lot. It's actually helped me learn kind of where I am, in sure. relation to people tell me where places to go. I have no idea where they're talking about. So it's helped me kind of get a hold on just geographically where I am and some of the names of the little towns around here. So it's been helpful. Sure. It really has. And it's been fun. I've met new people. So.
Well, we do appreciate you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate being appreciated.
And we appreciate you guys out there tuning in. We're going to just let this kind of wrap things up today. Okay. Thank you for joining us on this adventure in real estate. And we'll see you next time. Take care.